Hello there everyone, UXW Bill here once again. I'm up today at a pretty much ungodly hour of the morning, but you got to get up early to catch some things on video, and such is the case with this. This is the kind of thing right here that fills a homeowner with a warm and fuzzy feeling. This is actually our front screen porch. I'm not the homeowner in this case, but close enough. Speaking of homeowners, you know, I get a lot of people that get the wrong idea about the Roach Palace and stuff like that. I have never lived in the Roach Palace, although I do own it, and the Roach Palace does not refer to this house by even the remotest stretch of the imagination. But enough of that detour. As you can see here, we have a bit of a structural problem. This brick column has been pulling away over about the past year or so. And we're actually making preparations to get it fixed because it has shown signs of only getting worse, and it's causing fun things like this to happen. You can kind of see the stress that this window frame, this screen frame, is being put under here. Got a soft spot in the ground right there, I don't mind telling you. And then over here we have more of the same thing. So we actually have some concrete repair people coming along, and what they're going to do is they're going to dig up all of this stuff. So we've had to get rid of all the flowers that we care about. We've given them away to people, moved some of them to other places, and as you can see, some of them are undergoing rescue efforts right now. And then of course, as far as the other stuff is concerned, like this trellis and this piece of yard art here, this little statuette, we've had to move those things out of the way. So this will definitely be an interesting story, I think. Hope to capture a little bit of video later today when these people that are coming are actually going to be working on this. We were supposed to have the awnings taken down, but that hasn't happened yet. So I don't know if they're going to do that or if we're going to end up doing that. But there will be continuing coverage brought to you more quickly than you could imagine, thanks to the magic of video editing. Oh, now it's much darker here on the inside, but as you can see, the damage, the failure, is more than readily apparent between the wooden frame for the screen here and moving down into the brickwork. The brick has even pulled away from the area surrounding the floor, which is not a very good thing. You can see an outline how it's pulled away there as well. And let's see, what else have we got up here? It's more of the same. The floor really sags pretty bad over here. I'm really kind of looking forward in a way to seeing what they're going to do to fix this, because it would be kind of interesting to know what actually happens to be under this porch. But this is where the failure was most evident first, was on the inside. You couldn't see it so much from the outside, but now it's gotten to the point where it's pretty much evident everywhere. And as for a cause, well, we don't know for absolutely sure, but one of the leading theories that has been proposed by many different people has to do with gutters that are draining in an inappropriate location and causing the ground underneath these brick columns to wash out. Alright, well, that's about all there is to say for now. So whenever they get here, I guess I'll see if they're okay with my shooting video, and we'll get a little bit of the lead up to the repair. Okay, so here we are about a week later with the porch repair project. There's been some scheduling problems, equipment breakdowns on the part of the guys that were doing this work. As you can see, they're here now. Got a little hi-ho in the yard here. It's getting harder there.
hydraulics.
Okay. Kill me.
Wow.
You're fine.
Okay.
You want me to move that bucket so you
See
can...
now, without being here, and that's why I walked around the corner with you.
And that square, that's moving too.
Yeah, that's the thing we're moving.
I mean,
This wall.
not only this corner, but that piece too.
Right.
So you're gonna fix them both?
It's all one. Yeah, that's what we gave you the estimate to fix.
Because the screens are all broken.
Yeah, see your wall's moving this way
Oh,
towards you, and then sinking this way. So we're gonna lift it up and back.
okay. There's no basement under. Is there? There's no basement under this.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
No,
And-
but the lucky thing is, see that concrete under there?
Yeah.
That's there. If it wasn't there, then it's not as near as good a deal.
Where the roof was leaking, like see that brass wind chime?
Yeah.
Well, if you go in the house, like the roof changes its angle where it's a porch there.
Right.
It comes this way and then it comes this way.
I'm almost positive as new as that roof is, this and that's unrelated. It's just, you got a leaky roof. We'll get it, like I said, once we're done with this, we'll crawl up there.
Okay, well,
I'm licensed and bonded and insured, licensed roofer, state of Illinois.
we've never had a leak. I mean, we had the all redone, but oh well. Okay, well.
She said don't worry about that bush. Hey,
How are you doing?
she said don't worry about that.
Take it
All right,
out.
so call me in if you would.
Do away with her.
Thank you,
You
dear.
really can't see real well. That's about 4 foot away from the house, isn't it? Outside the bucket.
You're about probably closer to 6.
No, but she's probably got one
Close to 6.
laying around. Just look around. Or maybe
That's
don't-
fine. Just do her there, make her a little lighter. Ain't gonna hit it back. You're good.
Alright, watch yourself. That's probably gonna cave in.
Yeah.
It's right here.
You're fine.
Swing.
You're good. Bring her back up to you like that, you'll be fine.
See if you can find you a better. Yeah, I don't have to do an appointment. It was just Connie speaking out of turn. She said, no, don't schedule it. When my next one runs out, it's when I usually go. She just didn't know. Well, alright, so I'm letting you know. She's calling it in. Alright. Love you.
I think you might need to go down a little deeper. I was thinking deeper over there.
Well, we want to go. Alright, we'll check it. You got a rod?
It's in our truck.
Should be a tile probe in the back of the truck.
Got one in there? But this is where this one stops right there.
Right. See that other it'll go down about 6 or 8 inches farther. It'll be like this, like a mushroom. It's like they dig the hole, usually. They dig the hole, and then they dig the trench, and then they pour it for that.
Okay.
And it probably would have held for another 100 years, but that water's just been getting shot right down to it.
Or you want to just keep it at the same depth, or you want to drop a
I'd
little
let
bit?
him keep it at that same depth till we get it crumbed out, then we'll look at it. But there's no need going deeper than
I didn't know
for the
you needed
lift.
that butter.
As long as we got it square, we'll get it tamped when it gets done. Only
we start drilling, I'll order concrete.
Time to get up, Pat.
Yeah.
Go to work.
You must be used to those weekend hours.
You just use that to remind him to keep going to work. Yeah. Throughout the day. Yeah, what you say? Huh?
How many rides you cut?
Right here.
3 rides, 8.
8 short ones and 2 long ones. Get a new phone. What?
We can do it any time, just before.
Just as long as it gets done.
We got a pump. Hell, we can wait till the day we pump.
We'll come back. It'd be easier to call that excavator up there. Yeah, just kind of scrape the sidewalk, man. That'd about be enough.
Here, Logan, clean them holes out here.
I'm not gonna shovel
And
it.
glue. We need 2 long bars, the 2 6-foot bars, and the whirligigs.
Well, the gigs are over there on the sidewalk. You got the little pump and everything with you? Or you gotta get it?
We gotta get it. I wasn't exactly clear here. Yeah, I figure once we cut you loose here, you can head to Mumford. You can grade and do stuff.
Start getting some of that
You can do that kind of stuff while we're. It ain't gonna take us long to pump that.
here's the way it stands after all of that fun. Got a tub full of wet concrete here as a sort of add-on footing. A very interesting contraption to keep the rain gutter from causing any additional damage, more damage than it already has. You never can find too many uses for those barrels, but that's one of the more far out ones I've ever seen. Anyway, now we're to the point where we wait until the end of this week or early next week. But thanks to the magic of video editing once again, you won't have to wait that long to see the exciting conclusion. And I'm told this is really something to watch, so I can hardly wait. Here it is 2 weeks later, July 4th, 2014, and the front porch foundation repair project has concluded. As you might be able to see, the results fell short of the mark of our expectations, but at least the basic foundation repairs have been completed. Earlier in this video you saw some of the preparatory steps, such as the driving of rebar into the existing footing, followed by the pouring of concrete. Unfortunately, I was busy with other things and therefore unable to capture any footage of the actual foundation lifting process, so you'll have to settle for something of an explanation. What basically ended up happening, according to my mother, was the driving of holes. About a week after the concrete that they poured had dried, the contractor who did the work came back, drove holes through the newly poured concrete, and then he injected a material, maybe some other kind of concrete. I don't know too much about it, and like I say, I wasn't here to witness it personally, so if I'm getting this too terribly wrong, I'm sure someone who is much more familiar with the process than I will correct me in the comments. The material that was injected served to drive the foundation upwards, to basically lift it by way of the extended concrete tongue, I guess you could call it, for want of a better term, that had been poured. And that fixed the foundation. Unfortunately, it did not really fix the problem with these walls shifting on the porch. We still have issues with that. You can clearly see it in the window frame there, how the window is pulled away from the brickwork. You can also see there's a split there where the two sections of brick are joined together, or maybe where they were separated from the force that was applied to them. I really don't know. You can see how this gap has been filled in with mortar. And over here on the other side we have another gap. The initial gap that prompted all the concern is over here. The man who did the work, there's a little bit more mortar. The man who did the work said, you know, I can keep applying force to this, but given that this is a load-bearing wall, something bad may happen. And unfortunately, that's the most detailed response I can give you as concerns that. So my mother said, all right, that's probably enough. We don't want to damage the house. We'll find another way to fix the other problems that exist. Now, this problem was caused by rainwater coming off of the gutter up here on the house. And our gutters are definitely something of a contraption. They need attention. That's going to be our next big project. You know, I love old houses, but the one thing about them is there's always some kind of a project going on. Well, the gutter used to drain into this piece of tile that you see sitting over here by the foot of the staircase, and this had gotten plugged up over the years. You can see it's just completely plugged with dirt. Well, that water still had to go somewhere, so it started washing the dirt out from underneath the footing, and then the wall on the porch started shifting outwards. Now, we've taken some steps to correct that, obviously. We've moved the gutter out here. We're actually going to call a guttering company to come around and give us a quote on putting new gutters on the house and things like that. But the guy who did the work said that another problem could stem from having these cinder blocks here. These have been present since we moved into the house about 20 years ago. And he said he felt very strongly that they could retain whatever water got into this area, you know, be it just rainfall or off the gutters or anything, and it could contribute to the washing out of the foundation and cause other problems in the future. So he took some of the dirt and actually shaped it into a downward moving form, going over the edge of the cinder blocks so that the water would have somewhere to go. And if this big pile of dirt weren't here, it could probably end up going out into the street. Well, that's pretty much the complete story. Everything I can think to say about it for now, at least. This will be an interesting story. We'll have to see what ends up happening with this. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one. Well, now there's something you don't see every day.